So let us look at some career trends for today. First of all, things are in flux right now. We're post-pandemic. A lot of companies and even the federal government, some is still remote, some is completely in office, some are hybrid. There's been a period of high inflation going down a little bit, and pay went up in many professions. But now, from what I can understand, speaking to fellow resume writers over the past couple of weeks, pay offers, especially in technology, have been extremely lower in the past month or two than in the past. So you might get a job offer, but it may not be the pay that you were getting. And we don't know whether it will be remote or in office. Even if they say it's one place, 6 months from now, it may be different. So companies don't know, and we don't know where that's going, because I don't have a crystal ball. And this is new territory. I, quite frankly, have been working remote since 2002. And when I worked for NASA, I'm a contractor there. I was the second person remote on this contract, and the first person had been hired many years before. I was the only remote person. They didn't know what to do when they hired me 7.5 years ago. So when they onboarded me, they actually gave me a physical office, and I've never been back to the site since. By the time the pandemic happened, they probably had 50 remote employees. So when the pandemic happened and they went remote, they had already worked through many of the things they needed for remote. But it got a lot easier, because even the things that I struggled with when everybody was remote, they figured out and fixed things. And now, instead of having a whole building and a half with 4 floors, they're on 1 floor, and they're not even filling it with people coming back to the office. There's been tech company layoffs. Service companies are still hiring, but not as fast as they were a few months ago. Recession worries. Federal jobs seem to still be available. I'm getting a lot of contacts from folks. A lot of people are leaving because they may have gone remote, and now they're being pulled back in the office and leaving their jobs. These are just trends, but find your own opportunities. You may not have to settle. I always think you have to just find the right job for you. And out of changes come many opportunities. So if you're creative, you can look for those opportunities that change may promote. And I always say, be positive, find the job you want. Even when I was working with folks in the throes of the pandemic, and before that in the recession in 2007, 2008, people were successful in finding jobs, because you only have to find the one right opportunity. Right now, there actually are 2 people. There's 2 positions open for every person who's available in the job market, but not everything is a fit. So you're going to have to find the places where you fit.